hopefully it'll work because sometimes, oh, we're live. Hi, we're just taking a minute here, guys. I'm going to just let some people show up because now I'm just walking everybody through. We are in Avebury. Is it Avebury, UK? Really? Is that okay?
Yeah,
I'm in the United Kingdom, and we're in the kitchen. I know it. See, that's the kitchen, and I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves because I know that. Okay, we've got. Hey guys, how you doing? I want to say hi to people. So we've got a few people on. Just come on to the live chat. Say hi to us. So good morning. Good morning, USA. It is, what is it, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. And I'm, hi. Hey, Margie Rocks, good to see you. So I just want to let you know, this is the Henge shop. It is in Avebury, United Kingdom. And I have to tell you, everybody, this man Philippe has been taking me through. He and his wife own this place. Magical. So okay, we know that you're originally from Belgium, but just tell a little bit of the story. This place is incredible, by the way, most spiritual. I know I'm in the kitchen, but the gardens and we're like, yeah, real spiritual. We're in the kitchen and, the flags and everything. So tell us about the Henge shop. Tell us a little bit about how you got here and.
The Henge shop exists since a long, long time. We got interested in it as clients 2002, but it had already been there for a long while. And I started coming here because I love photography and I wanted to photograph crop circles.
And there are the unbelievable books here that you have that are all crop circle kind of woo-woo stuff. But the stones, let's talk about the stones because they're like Stonehenge. However, they're just this magical circle. And you were talking about the energy between them. Remember you said there's the masculine and female lines that come through here?
Yeah.
I have to tell you all, I've never seen anything quite like this. So I'm just being upfront when I say that. These massive stones that are like Stonehenge.
So our understanding of it is that just like on a human being, you have a line of energy going from the tip of your skull to the bottom of your spine. The planet has two main lines going in two perpendicular circles around the planet. And one of them passed straight in the middle of the circle here.
I felt it. And I have to tell you, I'm the person that went to Sedona and everybody's like, ooh, I'm feeling all this stuff. And I didn't feel anything. So when I tell you I was here and literally I feel so calm and peaceful here. And I want to tell you, Naz introduced me to these fabulous people. And the garden here, we're going to put up some pictures also. You guys, I'll put up some pictures. I have to tell you, I'm only telling you guys, please don't tell anybody else because it's the most magical place I've been to. It's kind of like Disneyland for your energy. You kind of go into this. It's just the wildest ride. And Naz was trying to tell me about it earlier. She was going, okay, it's the energy and the spiritual. I go, Naz, it's just fantastic. So the thing that's really wonderful is I was invited here to do a signing for my Chakra Wisdom Tarot. And everybody's like, you've got to come to Avebury. And I'm like, what is that? And they said, oh, you'll love it. And I said, well, if Naz is there, I'm going. But I have to tell you, I got the best education from you, Philippe, in this area. It's just so magical. I have to tell you, you just imagine that you're in this magical land. I mean, I've never felt anything like it. And it's funny because I'm not overly sensitive to places. In other words, I know if I like it, I know if I don't like it. But I've been already saying I want to come here for at least 2 months, probably in the winter, and stay here for a little while. Hi, Anna. Good to see you guys. Ontario, Canada. It's probably rainy up there. It's rainy. It's always raining in Canada. So if people come to Avebury, it's a national trust. Is that how that works? This is under the government's protection? Is that how that works with the National Trust?
It's a bit complicated. You have two things in UK, but roughly what you're saying is right. The whole area here is protected by the National Trust.
Wow.
It's a World Heritage
And also it's a World
site.
Heritage Site. The same World Heritage Site for Stonehenge and for Avebury.
Well, it's really incredible because you were saying earlier, we were talking about how Stonehenge has much more, it's got, I don't know, they got bigger PR. That's all I have to say. But I'm glad they do, because when you come here and you're walking amongst the stones and people are walking their dogs and their kids are playing, and it's this, but you don't feel like you're in an invasive place. You just feel completely relaxed. And for me, you guys, if I'm not talking, it's pretty incredible. And I have to tell you, it's just like, there's like those knot holes in trees, that you see in fairy gardens, it's just crazy. The stuff that you're looking at here, flowers that I'm like going, I've never seen that many of the particular, it's just, the colors are unbelievable. Jenneke, good to see you. Yay. I think where are you? Are you in Norway? I always forget the different countries, and I'm terrible that way. I only know US and UK. That if I get that straight, I'm good. So everybody, what we're doing is we're talking about the Henge. It's incredible little shop. I'm going to put up some pictures of it. And hi, Evie Scorpio, good to see you. Oh, you live in England. I'm a member of the National Trust Stonehenge. It's one of my faves. Evie, have you been here to Avebury? And if you guys haven't, you have to come here and you have to meet Philippe and his wife. And they've created this beautiful oasis here. And I mean, I'm looking out into the garden and I can see their tarot reader who's out there. He's just sitting in the garden, kind of meditating. I mean, this is his work, right? He's working today.
It is indeed, yeah.
So it's really great. Hey, Kate, it's good to see you. So I know it's early, you guys. I just promised I would tell you what was been going on. I came out here to Avebury to do a book signing, but really, I think I've discovered a really incredible, magical place that I'm going to come back to. And I have to tell you, this kitchen, this is kind of the hub a little. And if you sit here long enough, I just want to tell you what shows up in your kitchen.
That's dangerous.
It is very dangerous.
And look at this. Check this out, everybody. Look at this. This is what they do here. See, this is like either they have nothing to do or they're incredible artists. I mean, really,
We'll go to the latter.
it's kind of like, so the thing that you need to know is that this shop has, there are incredible books on crop circles, because that really is a lot of your interest. And that was really what drew you here, wasn't it? Wasn't
Originally, completely, but then after a while you discover that there is more question almost about the stones than about the crop circles. The crop circles, it's fairly clear after a while that they're not human. But the stones, nobody knows who put them there, how, when, why. I mean, those are big questions, and these stones have been there 10,000 years, and people still don't know. So, I mean, that's impressive.
And you walk amongst them. I have to say, I know cake, right? She said cake. That was the best part of the whole thing. You walk amongst these stones, and I have to tell everybody, like, it is just, and I did some little mini videos when we were outside. So I do have a couple clips that I'll put up when we put together some stuff. But I have to tell you, there's an energy of peace that I feel here that I've never felt anywhere else.
It's funny enough, I came here 2 years ago, and it's only very recently that I've been very lucky enough to work with Philippe and Dominique on their online magazine. And more and more, I'm beginning to appreciate that it almost speaks to you. It's so intimate for me.
Yeah, it's really funny because Naz was trying to explain it, and I just said, I don't know that we can.
No.
I think it's one of those very interesting things when you're just walking in it's just this beautiful lawn, and these, you're looking at the stones. I have pictures of stones, and they look this big in the pictures, and then you get up upon them, and they're these massive. And there's one. What about the trees? Tell them about the triple trees. Are those the
Tolkien tree.
The
The Tolkien tree.
Yes,
Well,
the
Tolkien trees.
Tolkien was teaching in Oxford, not far from here, about 50 minutes drive. And there are 4 huge beech trees with incredible roots on the banks surrounding the village. And they're named the Tolkien tree because the legend says, and I don't know how true it is, that Tolkien loved this place and that he wrote part of the Lord of the Ring under those trees.
If you think about the Ents in Lord of the Rings and his inspiration, it said, yeah, absolutely, they came from the trees here.
And there was a spot that Philippe told me to sit. He said, you sit here, and the legend has it that you just meditate for 5 minutes, and there's just this clarity that you get. And I have to tell you, it was like, and the roots, okay, seriously, these are like totally Lord of the Ring roots. I mean, they're like this, and you climb up the embankment. It's very easy, you get up there, and all of a sudden you get there and you're sitting and you're peaceful. And I did my 5 minutes. They left me alone, and I was sitting there, and then I went to get out, and I went, oh, there's a lot of roots here. There's also a lot of sheep poop. Okay, so you have to walk around the sheep poop, but and they're sheep. They're sheepies. They're little babies, and just this place is just. And the sheep are looking at you, and they're going, bah, and you're going, bah. And he said, "Don't bah too much." I said, "Okay." So it really, I mean, the feeling is very Tolkien-esque here.
Yes.
And I was trying to explain that when I got just coming into this place, all of a sudden it was like this. Something just washed over me. It was like I have to tell you all, I was less snarky being here. I've been actually kind of nice today.
Wow.
I know. So you have to come to this place. I'm telling you, the books, and there was the book you have on magical
places, Britain, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That book is just, I mean, that might be my bucket list book, because it's like these. This is such a beautiful country, and we think of London when we think of the UK, and we forget there's just so much incredible history. And if you vibe with a certain place, you have to go there. You have to go there, make it happen. So I just want to say hi to a couple people. Hey, you're in Oxford. Oh, cool. That's cool. Have you been? Okay, how many of you seriously have you been here to Avebury? I don't say it as well as he does, but. Let's see. There's so many speculations, but of course, no true knowing. Yes, exactly. With the, but you know what? Sometimes what's really cool is that it doesn't matter if it's real or not, if it's real to you, because if the place has that magic, what difference does it make? I mean, if it's your magical place, I mean, it can be a garage. I mean, if it's your place, it's your magical place. I mean, just so happens there's a vibration here that is very unique, and I feel it. But here's the funny thing. I have my friends when we went to, I was telling you, Sedona, and everybody's like, oh, wow. And I go, I don't feel nothing, And they go, so what are you feeling? I said, hungry. Let's go eat something, because I was like, but, people go to these spiritual places, and it's like, I don't feel anything. But here I feel it.
And I love when we were talking earlier, when we were talking about you can't put a word or define it. And what I loved about what you said to me is don't overthink it. And that is just perfect.
Well, I'm always told that. But in this case, it was a perfect moment, because when I was listening to you, you were my mirror. And I was thinking, as I'm listening to you, I'm going, wow, that's what I do. And so it's great to see that, because it was like, sometimes I think so much about things that I don't live in that experience of it.
Sure.
Because what difference does it make if I have to explain it to you? That means you're not in it. And I think the thing that I want to say is this is a place that I will come back to. And that I want to come and write a book here, and I want to sit under that knotty tree outside. Not naughty.
Oh, okay. The apple tree, yes.
Yes. Oh, you were a kid. You were okay, so she was here. You have been here, Evie. Oh, yeah. Isn't it a cool story, Terry? I know it's such a cool place. And I think that, do you guys, So this place is the hub of the village. I have to tell you, he knows everybody. So it's like one of those, if you're not afraid of a small town, it's great because everybody stops by, oh, I'm so glad you're back. And it's like, I didn't know he left. And I said, oh, I'm glad you're back too. And then he looked at me like, what? And it's just that kind of very sweet, small village. But yet this is a place that you have to come back to. It's just a home.
Mhm.
And seriously, I would be 700 pounds if I lived here because the best pastries, I don't know what these people do all day, but they've got these pastries and this like best croissants I've ever had. Okay. Hey, Frank Doll, good to see you. I know I miss you guys. I can't wait to come back. Woo! We'll get into stuff. I've been watching some very interesting true crime, which is really having me recognize the times we're in. These aren't the worst times. There have been worse times in history. And I was like going, because, we all think, oh, it's so bad. And I'm like, actually, it's pretty good considering, I mean, check this out. We get to have cupcakes.
We do.
Can't really see them, but
Oh,
let's see if you can see. There you go. Look at that.
That's pretty.
Was that edible?
Yes, you can eat
A
that.
little bit.
Did you throw?
I kind of got rid of it. I didn't know I was supposed to.
You'll have to have another one.
I already had 2 chocolate croissants. Was it a chicken marsala sandwich?
Some coronation chicken.
It was a coronation chicken. I don't know what that means, but it sounds very
It's
festive.
nice.
Janicky, good to see you. Hey, Jules of Thought. Hey, buddy. She says, I'm going to visit next time I'm in England. Jules of Thought, she is fabulous, everybody. If you haven't checked out her channel, she's like the most fun you can have in the afternoon. Seriously, you sit and listen to Jules. And Jules, I have some new mascara to tell you about because she talks about makeup sometimes. So anyway, Jules is great. If you get a chance, go over and check out her channel. It's Jules of Thought, and she's really fun. She has her own channel as well. And I'm trying to talk these guys into creating a YouTube channel so they can bring to you some of the really phenomenal events and some of the things that are happening here. I mean, they brought in, check this out, Tori Hartman.
We did.
Unbelievable. It's like, he's like going, what? Our time. So it's like, the thing is, and Jules, you've got to come here. You would freak. This would be Jules' kind of place. So when she comes, I'm going to make sure that you meet her. She's fabulous.
Okay.
And they will take you around the stones. That's just, okay, seriously. I don't know if we can, let me see.
Can we?
Okay. Hi, Nikki. I'm going to try to show you. I don't know if you can see out that window. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know if it's visible other than the stuff. I don't know if you guys can see, but I just want to show you through that window. I don't know if you can see. But now I'm going to come back to Naz in the kitchen. This is the fabulous kitchen. Yes, we're really in the kitchen of the place. Hey, Sean, good to see you. So Sean also, hi. And that's his dog. Look, Cooper. That's his dog, Cooper.
Sweet.
Sean and Coop.
Hi.
And oh my gosh, Jules, you would love this place. And it's just more than magic. I have to tell you, it's the most fun you can have with your clothes on. And it is just phenomenal. I don't know about your clothes off, too, but,
It's probably been known at some parts of the year.
I have a feeling there's like nudity here somewhere, but I don't know where. And
I don't know either.
we're keeping this a little PG. But yeah, Cooper's good. It is so beautiful here. I know, Jules, right? So gorgeous. I love the English countryside. Yes, UK. We're in the UK, and we are at the Henge shop in Avebury, A-V-E, like Avebury, B-U-R-Y, UK. And it's about an hour outside of London, and then you have to drive a little. But, he knows how to drive on the wrong side of the road perfect. And so we were like, fabulous. I keep going, though, to get on the right side of the car. You realize I've now opened my friend's car. It's like, oh, are you driving? I'm like, oh, no. Oh, yeah. And I get on that. So I'm learning now so much to get on the left, but it's kind of bizarre.
Hey, well, if you come and stay here for a little while, you'll be doing it for yourself.
I know. Wouldn't this be fab? And let's see. Oh, Margie Rock says, yes, good idea for them to do a YouTube channel. So what would be really fun is what kind of stuff would you love to learn about Avebury? Say it.
Avebury.
Avebury. What kind of things would you love to learn about this place so that they can be sharing with you different historical ideas, and when you come here, they have different programs going on. I mean, you had drumming upstairs earlier, and there's a lot of different events here. Also, there's an online magazine that we will put the link to at the end of this. And there's also
a Facebook page where you see all our events.
Oh, yeah. So that would be, it's called the Henge Shop. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Facebook. So it's Henge. And then
there's the Cosmic Classroom as well. That's a very big part of the Henge Shop.
And what's the what's the Cosmic Classroom?
The Cosmic Classroom is an extraordinary. Sue Colson is the facilitator of the Cosmic Classroom, and does a lot of work with Avebury and with Starbeams. Philippe, you might be able to explain this.
Now, I just want to say this to you guys. Okay, so here's what you need to know. When you hear people talk about it, it's kind of like you're like, okay, that's a little woo-woo freaky. But when you're here in this energy, it's completely natural. You just feel like, oh, of course there's star beings. I mean, it's the strangest thing. You have to go, because when you hear people talk about it, you go, do-do-do-do-do-do. But then you're here and you just feel such a grace. It really is. For lack of a better way of putting it, I feel like it's a closeness, not just to God, creator, energy. It's also a closeness to your peace.
Sure. That's a beautiful way.
And that's just, it's so nice to be here. Is your dog snoring?
Yeah, the dog is
That's your dog snoring, isn't it?
The dog's
wait, listen.
Complete peace.
Oh, okay, so we're all looking at the dog, Bubbles. So Bubbles, okay, but I was laughing the whole time because Bubbles is the character from Ab Fab. When Bubbles is like, Bubbles, okay.
Not long like Bubbles.
Okay, so forget retire, Sean. You got to visit now. See, don't wait till you're dead, I believe I've heard Stephen Judd speak of this place. Okay. Reporting from my sofa. Good to see you. Reporting live from my sofa. He is so fun. Did you move your sofa? Let me see. He was moving. Aw, thank you, love. I'll be in the UK in October. Can't wait. Oh. Yeah, Nikki, you've got to come over here. And I'm gonna guarantee that Philippe will show you around because he's like just the best. He and his wife are just like completely charming. How long have you two known each other? Come on, be honest. Fess up.
Okay, 1972.
Wait a minute. I can't even add that many years. That's 38, 48.
47, something like that.
No, but I hope your numbers are wrong. Wait a minute. 72? Yeah. Is that 72?
I was 2 in 72 and I'm 49 this year. So it's
49 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's a lot of years. Okay. Will, what kind of books? Okay. When you say, Nikki, what kind of books do you mean? Just clarify that. I think Jen, learn it. Okay, so I think Jen said learn and see it. So what she wants from your channel is to learn more about the history here and to see what's going on. And I have to tell you, the little bits of magic are the strangest things. Like growing up, I saw a lot of foxglove. And my mother always said, that's dangerous, but it's the most beautiful plant. And literally, it's growing out of the concrete on the side of the building. I mean, it's just this it boggles the mind when you see such a beautiful garden. And I mean, just the things growing here. Your dog is snoring. Bubbles is just blowing bubbles over there. Oh my gosh, you guys, Bubbles is the cutest thing. Okay, Jules of Thought said, I just looked at your website, the Henge Shop. Your building is lovely. I can't wait to visit. I'm telling you, it looks better in person. When you see the Henge Shop, you walk up and go, oh no, that can't be real. I mean, really, when I walked up, that was my first thought.
Wow.
Because it looks like The Hobbit. It's like this Hobbit house that they just like, and it really is this... Everything about this place is even sitting in the kitchen. And I'm going to tell you, this is the hub. Like I said, people are coming in and out. Of course, they're taking cupcakes. Do people just drop these off for you? How do you get these? They just bring them by?
Yeah, well, no, the thing is, we bought this place 13 years ago, and that was just to celebrate those 13 years. And so there's somebody nearby who makes gorgeous cupcakes, and every opportunity is good to order some more.
Oh,
okay.
Every day's a cupcake day.
Not that bad.
Somebody just said, Jules said, yeah, it's like the Disney World designers built it. You know what? I have to tell you, it's better than Disney World. It really is this kind, because the thing that comes with this place is the magic of the air. And it's just like, you can't explain air. You could take this building and put it anywhere, and it would just be a building. But in this place, it's almost like, I have to say, it's like, it just feels like we plopped in the middle of heaven here. That's what it feels like. It is magical, Jen. I'm not kidding. It is beyond magical. Your guest's natural hair is gorgeous. I know.
Oh, thank you.
Come over here with your natural hair. Look at this gorgeous natural hair.
Thank you.
She is, how long have I known you? 5 years now.
6 years, yeah.
I'm trying to think. I met you in 2015, right? Yeah, because that's when the deck came out.
Yeah,
so
sure.
It was 4 years. But it feels like forever. I feel like I've known you a long time.
That's so true.
Yeah, because we've really evolved a lot in our work together. And then Naz brought me into this. And it's so funny because Philippe is like very quiet and polite. But I have to tell you, you can't stop him from talking when he's walking around the property. The minute the camera goes off, he goes, oh, let me tell you about this. And I'm like, stop! Tell me when it's, So yes, hi, Debbie. Loving Vapes. Good to see you. Yes, to die for. I know that the cupcakes are unbelievable. You're definitely selling me on it. I guess it needs to go on the list. Yes, Nancy. And Jen, it is really, and I know some of you, if you do me a favor and make sure you like the video, please subscribe and share with your friends and say, you've got to check this place out. You've got to check out the Henge. And it's the Henge, and it is in Avebury, United Kingdom. It's literally an hour by train outside of London. And then I would say you really do need a car just to see some of the countryside.
Yeah, sure.
But when I'm living here for 2 months, we'll be doing some events here. I've already decided that little house up the road is mine for like a couple months. We're doing that. So I know her hair's fantastic. You have to stop. See, your hair's better than mine today. She's having a better hair day. It's like usually they're, Terry, I love your hair.
No, I'm obviously not going to compete.
No, we're just going to love your accent. So tell us how you see the vision for the Henge shop. Where do you see how do you see this going in this moment? Because we talked about, just letting it expand on its own. And where's it going?
You haven't a clue. As I said, there is something quite interesting and fascinating here. We've eventually named it the Spirit of the Circle. It harpooned us around 1998 and got us here in 2002. And where it's leading us, I don't know. I just know that this is a place where you can become human again, in this strange shift of paradigm we're doing right now from a lot of things that are politically, economically, religiously obsolete. We're going towards something else. What is that something else going to be? We have no idea, but this is a place where the Stones have been there for 10,000 years. They see humans and they laugh because we get all excited, but they'll still be there in 10,000 years. And the vibe of the place enables you to become human again.
I agree.
And to get some of your own power back. There's no guru here. There is no recipe. This circle is like a womb in many ways. You come in, you walk around it in a conscious way, and in the center of the circle, hopefully you find yourself.
It's very true. And something you're saying is really hitting me, which is that there's a sense of being very small against the ocean. And here there's a sense of being very small with you're fine. It's like, this is a kitchen. I said it was the hub. People are going to walk by. Make sure you say hi and come back out. So, you know, it really is. I felt like it's not that I felt, this is odd. It's not that I felt inadequate. I felt small in the overall scheme of things, in the sense that it was very empowering to not feel like I had to carry the weight of my life in that moment.
Oh,
It was very interesting to be in a place where it's like, oh, these are bigger than me. Oh, that's older than me. Thank God. And, you know, please.
I think we all said that. Thank God.
Let's see. Could you take us along on a walk with the camera one day? I think we should. I think what we should do is, I don't know if we can see, because I don't know how far we can go with the Wi-Fi here, but I would love to take you out into the garden. Do you think the Wi-Fi would go into the garden with us? Can we take them into the garden?
The only way to know.
The only way to know is if we try. So here's what we're doing.
What we can certainly do is go around with one of our phones, first in the garden, and then around the circle, and then post it.
What we'll do in a moment, first I want to say hi to Duty Ron. Thank you, Duty Ron. Good to see you. Now, Duty Ron, he's on duty, Ron, and he is a retired New York City police officer, detective. He's going, you know, no, I'm detective. And fabulous guy. He has his own channel. We met through our mutual, I would say, people following both of us. And I just think he's fantastic, and he's a great channel. And if you haven't followed Duty Ron, follow him. But we got along, and then when I went to New York a couple of weeks ago, we did a live together.
I saw that live.
Did you see it?
Thank you. That was so awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's cool.
So really, really fun. Let's see. I saw Stonehenge on the Smithsonian Channel. They spoke about the outline perimeter as well. That was very interesting. Yeah. Okay. Katie, one of the things I want to say to you, yes, love and respect to you, Judy Ron. Thank you. One of the things I want to say about that too is I've been to Stonehenge, and actually we got a special pass a couple of years ago, and I went into the middle of the stones, and it was great, and I felt like excited to be there. But here, there's some kind of vortex here. And a vortex, just so everybody knows, when I describe that, the vortex is always in you. So actually, when you're the vortex and you go to a place that's spiritual, it comes alive for you. So different people have different places in the world that they come alive in. Like some people do go to Sedona and go, whoa, you know, because that's where their vortex comes to life. So for me coming here, this was like, whoa, because it's where my personal vortex matched the environmental vortex.
Yeah.
So that's what begins to happen with this. And here it's like, I got to tell you, they got like, talk about cable, you know, they got it going on here. Let's see. I want to just say hi to everybody. Oh, Deco, good to see you. Give hugs to your beautiful host for me, please. Okay, everybody gets a hug from Judy Ron.
Thank you,
Judy Ron gets a hug.
Hug back, Judy Ron.
And then let's see. Hi. Oh, hi, Feline. So one of the things we want to do, and I'm going to wrap this up in just a moment, because it looks like clouds are coming in. So before it kind of rains, I'm going to try and take you guys outside into the garden. I don't know how far the Wi-Fi will go. We'll see. Is there a way to get? Is it that door over there?
Yeah, straight into the
Well,
garden.
then we're going to try to go into the garden. Come on with us. I'm going to have to carry you, but it's okay. I don't mind carrying you. I like you guys. So we're going to go into the garden because I want you to see what it looks like. And just so you know, that's Bubbles. Hold on. I don't know if I can. Yeah, we're going to step around Bubbles. Don't worry. Bubbles doesn't want to be stepped on. So, but Bubbles had a great nap. So we're going out into the garden. So hopefully we won't be. It's working. Wait a minute.
That's cool.
Okay, so just look at that. That's just the reflection of the glass, guys. Look at that, the clouds. So I'm going to show you. This is the garden, and that's right. That's how they do grills here. Okay, that's a real grill. Look at these oleums, and I'm going to step up here. And oh yes, you can see the stones. They look tiny from here, but that's just a walkway, guys. But those are the stones out here. And look at how the people are just walking amongst the stones. Isn't that incredible? And look at this. Look at this house. Do you believe this? Where's Jules? You can't even believe it. Are you coming to Dorset? No, we're not going to Dorset, are we? No. I'm asking Naz. No, not on this trip. But look at this house. I'm not kidding. Okay, so Philippe, show us your. Oh, look at this. This